her innovative approach to weight loss. Now, America has a huge problem. 41.9% of adults in the U.S. are obese. Overall, more than 2/3 of Americans are overweight or obese. So if you're just trying to lose that last 10 pounds or a whole lot more, are you ready to solve your weight loss problem? Are you ready to achieve an ideal weight while simultaneously enjoying food to the max and feeling happy and guilt-free? Well, then you've come to the right place. Deepa, let us break it down. What is your number one weight loss secret?
So the number one secret is, if you want to lose weight, look at fat on your plate. So what I mean by that is everyday foods which you may be thinking are healthy for you, such as avocado, nuts that you may be snacking on, the oil in the hummus, they are all sources of fat. In addition to that, snacks, processed foods, restaurant foods, these are all sources of fat. So if you want to lose fat, doesn't it make sense to not eat some? So by looking at fat on your plate, you can start immediately losing weight.
I saw you at a conference in Dallas, Texas, and I was blown away because you dramatically showed us what 1 pound of weight loss looks like in terms of fat. Can you please do that demonstration now?
So this is 1 pound of fat, which also equals to 4 sticks of butter. Now it's very easy to gain pound after pound by eating just 100 to 200 calories of fat per day, handful of nuts, half an avocado, few chips, oily dressing on the salad. So these seemingly healthy foods, if they have this hidden fat, is going to make you gain weight. Therefore, the first secret is start looking at your plate to identify fat and start losing it by not eating it.
The big problem, as I see it, is we humans are biologically programmed to crave fats to get us through times of famine. But now, unfortunately, it's leading to people being overweight and obese. But how do we deal with those cravings for the fat? Few people I know want to eat just plain lettuce in a bowl.
So Jen, the bottom line problem is that human body is designed to crave for high caloric food in the surrounding for survival. But look at how easily we are getting these high caloric foods such as nuts and snacks and oils. We have too much access and easy access to that. So we are systematically overeating and choosing this food, and therefore we cannot lose weight.
So what I hear you saying is that biologically we are designed to seek out certain foods to survive, but that setup is sort of designed for when we had to walk through the jungle or climb up trees. And now we can just go to a fast food restaurant or a 24-hour supermarket. There's too much availability, and that's why we're packing on the pounds. So what is weight loss secret number 2?
So the weight loss secret number 2 is to eat carbohydrates which are rich in fiber.
So, yeah, stay away from the fast food joints and the junk food, but what do we eat to feel satisfied then?
Now that is a very good question, because remember you said that we are craving, people have cravings, and the real reason of cravings is that people go on this high fat paleo keto type of diets which are low in carbohydrates, and carbohydrate is the main source of energy for us. These are the satisfying carbs which are going to give you that fiber to flush the fat out of your system. So what I have here are these beans, lentils, potato, rice, all kinds of ancient grains, whole grains, root vegetables, beans, lentils. That's your source of fiber, that's your source of carbohydrates, and when you are satisfied, and satisfied body never craves.
that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Why do you think the potato got poor rap here? Because we took this potato, turned it into chips, and fried them into a low quality oil, and we took this nutrient dense potato, and by turning it into chips we have made it into inflammatory food. So we have taken these nutrient dense whole plant foods, and by adding chemicals such as salt, fat and sugar, we have turned them into nutritionally empty, highly processed, disease promoting foods.
I have to confess, I don't like to eat rice plain. I try to eat brown rice, but just eating rice without anything on it doesn't appeal to me, nor does it appeal to most people. So how do you deal with that?
So one quick trick to make rice flavorful is to cook it with vegetable broth and some herbs and spices. And that is what is going to add that nice flavor to every bite of rice that you are eating. If you, once you cook rice, you can again toss it with different kind of vegetables. You can put some oil-free dressing such as balsamic vinegar, or you can make a dressing with little bit of lemon juice.
So, what is weight loss secret number 3?
Are you ready for our last but not least number 3 weight loss secret, which is watch that salt. By cooking food with salt in it, you are going to eat 20 to 30% more food. So my recommendation is, so sprinkle a little bit of salt on top of your food instead of cooking with salt, and you will systematically eat less food, and less food, less calories, less weight.
Isn't there a way for us to have a little bit of that fat to dress things up? Can we add it a little bit just for taste? Or I can't imagine eating no fat.
So if you want to eat fat, the recommendation is you go to the source. For example, if you want to have benefits of eating olive oil, eat real olives. If you want the benefits of getting omega from fish oil or from any other oil source, then instead of that, eat real walnuts. But just few, because 1 pound of nuts is going to be 4,000 calories per pound, and 1 bottle of olive oil or regular oil or those 4 sticks of butter is 1 pound and has 4,000 calories. So how much fat to eat is really going to depends on what your health goal is. In addition to gaining weight, another disadvantage of eating these excessive free oils or fat is that it causes inflammation within your arteries. So I understand that you want to eat this fat for flavor, but there are other ways to add flavor to your food. And in the beginning, yes, it's a little difficult because your brain is used to having the creamy mouthfeel of having fat. But once you start eating natural whole plant foods, your brain's desire to have highly oily, fatty foods goes down and normalizes.
If you stop eating the fats, how soon can you see the weight come off?
The weight can come off pretty quickly because remember, you are not eating any fat, so you are not gaining any fat. You don't lose 1 pound of fat overnight, because what happens is, this is actually very interesting. You know, people start making changes and they start weighing themselves every day. Oh my God, I lost 2 pounds, I gained 1 pound. Oh, I lost 2 pounds, I gained 1 pound. They are doing this jumping on and off of the weighing. We lose fat in literally less than an ounce per day. This is less than an ounce. Your weighing scale will not be able to capture this kind of fat loss. So the ideal thing to do is to check your weight in a row 3 days, take an average, note it somewhere, and then focus on eating whole plant food diet, and then check your weight 4 to 5 weeks from now. because that's how long it's going to take to systematically lose that weight.
Good info. Let's wrap it up. What are the top 3 weight loss secrets you've just revealed?
Number 1, if you want to lose weight, look at fat on your plate. Number 2, eat fat-flushing foods which are high in fiber, such as your satisfying starches and whole grains, beans, lentils, vegetables, and fruits. Number 3, watch that salt intake. Cook your food without adding any salt and season your food. Once you have it on the plate, just sprinkle a little bit of salt on top and enjoy.
Thank you so much, Deepa, the dietitian, also known as Nutritionist Deepa on YouTube. We are so excited to have you. Give us your weight loss secrets. We're going to be back with more soon.